Hello, everyone. Go ahead and pull out those golden fruits of fall for this wonderful recipe. I'm using a mixture of pears and apples, two different type of apples here, roughly about 4 to 5 pounds. Now, when you're making this apple butter, you can keep the skin on or off. I'm taking my skin off of my Granny Smith. I'm sorry, my Granny Smith apples because they're a little on the tart side. Also, don't forget to take out the core of both of your fruit if you're using both. Of course, you can use all apples or even all pears. As you can see, I've kept my skin on my envy apples. They're beautiful, sweet apples. And we're just going to add to a heavy pot. Make sure it's heavy because we're going to be cooking this for quite some time. And I'm adding my rough chopped. They don't have to be even size. It's perfectly fine. And we're just going to start off with the apples and some liquids here. I'm going to be using this wonderful apple cider. It adds a little bit of depth to it. I'm adding 1 cup here to start, and then 2 cups of water. But of course, my water's a little on the brown side. Okay, I cheated, y'all. I'm using 3 cups because I want my apple butter extra sweet. But that's totally up to you. As you can see, I did not fully cover the apples because I'm going to cook them down till they get really soft. We're going to go ahead and turn up that heat now to get it bubbling. There you go. Once we get that cranked up, then we're going to bring it back down to a simmer, roughly about 40 minutes to an hour until they get nice and soft. As you can see, they have broken down, changed colors, and have softened quite a bit. So now I want to take them out of this pan and puree them. If you don't have a blender, you can use a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can use some type of mesh sieve. And now we're going to add some warm spices. We got cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and nutmeg. And of course, we have some sugar here. This is according to your liking. I have a 1/2 cup of white sugar and a 1/2 cup of brown. Remember, this is pretty sweet because I've added 3 cups of the cider. Now, after I have mixed that up, blended it all up until it's nice and smooth, according to my liking, I have added it back into the pan. So now we're going to slow cooking this for quite some time. If you don't want this really sweet, you can adjust the amounts. Start off with at least a quarter of each, the brown and the white, or you can go all white or all brown sugar and taste as you start the cooking process. Here I'm adding some fresh squeezed orange juice. You can use lemon juice as well to brighten this up just a little. Once you've blended this really well, go read a book, watch a TV, enjoy yourself. You only have to check up on it every once in a blue moon for a good stir. There are many recipes that cook this within 2 hours. I cook this roughly about 6 hours. 8 to 10 hours is good as well, just depending on how thick you want your butter. That is completely up to you. You have got to try this. You can put this on pancakes, waffles, butter, and even for dinner with your pork chops. And if you try this recipe, let me know down in the comments what tweaks you made to your recipe. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.